Alright, so here is going to be the best creations ever. These are an entire collection of Jeremys. See, look at all of them. Uh-oh, some are falling down. Ah! They're not supposed to do that during the video. I'm just saying, there's just like a whole bunch in here. Yeah, some are falling apart. A little bit of them. So with the container full of Jeremys, I'm gonna go show to you some creations. One of my personal favorites. First off, I'm gonna be moving on to the originals. Trust me, they're gonna go in the tray, but they'll go back in later on as soon as the video's done. This is the Flight Jeremy. We all remember this one. It's actually it's one of the Bible collectibles. The beak's kind of changed a little bit because you know it's really old. It's a very old figurine. It's not really that old, but you get the picture. Alright, now here we have again one of the originals. This is actually in between. This is the Jetpack Jeremy. And he's got this. He's got that little finger. Yeah. The jetpack's still the same. And it's a little bent. So yeah. There you go. There's Jetpack Jeremy. There was going to be a part 2 because I'm going to have 2 separate parts of showing the Jeremys. I can't have them all in one video because there's a lot of Jeremys here. There's a whole bunch of Jeremys. There's going to be more Jeremys, then more Jeremys, followed by more Jeremys, then back to back more Jeremys, and then there's going to be like a mixture of, I don't know, different versions of him. Ah, who cares? It's a showings video. Sorry about that. Now here we have Micropet Jeremy. I know he looks nothing like a Micropet, but if you look really carefully, you can see it says MP right there. It's the slogan for Micropets. I really wish Jeremy was a Micropet. That way he can make noise. Well, he can make chirping effects. Because he can't talk. He's supposed to chirp or do whatever Micropets are supposed to do. You know, they don't have birds in Micropets. I don't know why. They have only dogs, cats, rabbits, iguanas, and I don't know. There's a couple. They had a bear. I mean, are bears even pets? I didn't think so. I just want to see I just want to test it out. It's not going to make the chirping noises, but it's just going to make nah. No way are they gonna make Micropets anymore. Because I don't see them in stores anymore. They're like gone. They're really gone. They're all gone. Now here is one of the miniatures. This is Mini Jeremy. They're like Pokemon figurine size. Really tiny. Really small. If you find Jeremys like this size, they're like coming out of a cereal box or Pop-Tarts, or they're like a promotional item. Because this Jeremy's really tiny. I call him Tiny Jeremy. Because he's such a tiny bird. Tiny bird. Tiny bird. Very tiny bird. Alright, enough of that. Oh yeah, and since this was a different version of clay, the tail is black. So kind of looks like messed up Pokemon figurines, the ones you find at flea markets. I don't really like stuff with counterfeits, but normally this means that the Jeremy's fake. I don't know why, because the colors are really messed up. But really, it's not. I don't consider it a fake. It's just a different version of him. Because I have many figurines that are made out of different clay. Well, if you see some Jeremy figurines that you really like, and if you want to talk about them, post in the comments right there on which Jeremy you liked as soon as this video is over, or if the part is over. Now, here we're getting back to some of the classic stuff. Like I said before, when I attempted to make this, the headlock. I don't have the Jeremy headlock thingy right now, so, cause, I just have the figurine. Still glad that it's still in good condition. It shows the eyes, it shows the detail, the tail. Plus, I can still see his pants. Yeah. Please note that sometimes there are some parts do fall off over time, and I do have to fix them during the video. So yeah, the hair and the beak. Yeah. Actually, I think I do have it. I'll be right back. This isn't actually the headlock thingy. This is just my personalized soundtrack. Menchie series, Revelation Chad and Jeremy. It's one of the homemade CD stuff. Well, not really homemade. My teacher made this for me, and there's actually a. Give me a second, Jeremy. If you open it, there's like a CD inside, and there's like a list of songs, just like an actual CD does, in order. The actual CD is called Return to Regular Show. Songs inspired by Menchie series, Revelation Chad and Jeremy. If you guys don't know what Revelation Chad and Jeremy is, you should check out the channel. It's just audio. If you want to get a close up, there's Jeremy putting Mordecai in a headlock. It's just, it's really cool how I do it. It's just, from Pandemic, oh yeah. And, you could see the list of songs again. There's like SWV's in there. The 1960s Chad and Jeremy's in there too. I mean, the band Seal's in there, and so is Bee Gees, Christina Perri, Bobby Caldwell, Andy Grammer, Avicii, Martina McBride, Elton John, American authors. There's like a lot. If you want to get soundtracks like these, you just either find them online. And if you want to really make something, well, if you want to, just check your favorite songs and put them all in a CD, because this is what I do all the time. This is actually a big buy. Now then, back to the Jeremy stuff. I don't think there's going to be a part 2. Alright. Now this one's a really rare Jeremy I made. Before you look at it, first remember this, the jungle car. Yeah, it's kind of dilapidated. It looks like it's starting to break down, and yeah, there's like different pieces of clay stuck on there, so it's not really in good condition. The seats are okay, the motor's alright, the tires are okay, it's just the front. I'm sorry if it's in bad shape. But it's still kind of in good condition, even though there's clay on there. Now, well, here he is. This is it. This is Jeremy eating burritos. Yeah. If you could see carefully, he's like the beak right there. He's like chewing it. I mean, he's like in the sitting pose. I don't have the cameo right now, so, because remember, it's blurry, it doesn't show. So I just made this. He's got the burrito, and he's just sitting there. No, I didn't make Chad. Sorry. Stay tuned for part 2. I think. You know what? No. I think before I do part 2, I'm going to show one of the better versions. So this is before part 2. After I show this, then I'm going to be doing a part 2. This one's Scuba Jeremy. This is like when he's underwater and he has that oxygen tank and the feet. His tail's right here. And the goggles are green. I mean, these are one of the rare Jeremys that have goggles on. Remember the original? The original, his goggles were yellow. See that? And these are green. So there's a kind of difference. Instead of having goggles on his head, he's actually wearing the goggles. So these are one of the only figurines of Jeremy where he doesn't wear his glasses. The goggles are kind of like his glasses. They help him see. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on part 2 now. So stay tuned.